I'm going to toss down a piece of kibble here to Tucker. This is free shaping behaviors. Dogs and puppies get a lot of attention for doing bad things, for jumping up, for eating something they're not supposed to, when we very rarely reinforce them doing good behaviors on their own. So it doesn't matter if your dog is a dog or a puppy, we highly suggest reinforcing good behaviors. So keep a bowl of kibble in common space areas, and if your dog settles down on their own, toss them a piece of kibble. You can put it in between their legs, that reward coming from them settling down. You can see Tucker, he's interested in what I'm doing up there. I'm not going to reward him for down staying and looking up to me, as we're trying to reinforce more of that calm, settling tendencies. Good.
Hey guys, it's Ellie from Keen Dog here with a few tips to help you make it so your dog doesn't bother you when you're eating. We've had a pretty busy day of training, so one of the things I'm going to do to wind down is to put Phoenix and Buckeye into their place and have a little bit of a snack before I go to bed. A couple of tips when you're doing this. One is to keep their place board kind of away from where you're eating, but close enough so you can reward them. So I'm not going to put them right at my feet so they're not more tempted to get my food, but I'm going to keep them in a close enough distance to where I can still reward them comfortably. The second tip is to eat something quick, so it's not a really long training exercise and it's not something you're going to be super in depth with while you're doing it, whether it's like a steak or something that takes a lot more effort to eat. I'm using applesauce for my snack, so it's pretty healthy and I can use a utensil with it. So when I'm touching their dog food to give them a reward, I don't have to touch that food and then touch something that's going to go into my mouth. I can use a utensil for my snack. And the third thing is to keep a leash on them. So Phoenix and Buckeye both have their leashes on. So what I'm going to do is put them to a place. If they break that place, I'm going to use the end of their leash and bring them back to the place instead of putting my hands on them. Praise can come in a lot of forms, and one of them is touch. So I don't want them to think that when they break that place, I'm going to physically grab them, put them back on the place so it's an inadvertent reward for them. Ready to get started? All right, here's my nighttime routine. Phoenix, Buckeye, place. I'm going to put them to their place. I'm going to reward it. I'm not going to put them to a down right now. It's a quick snack, and it's going to give them the freedom to either sit or lay down or whatever they want to do. So as long as they don't break that place, I am totally okay with what they're doing. So I will have a seat. A way you can wean them into this is to put them to a place, sit down. If they were struggling with it, you can get back up and reward them again. Good. Whoops. Because just that difference in a place and your body motion is going to either make them break it or help them hold it. Good. So if they go to break it, I'm going to stand up, hopefully get them before they break that place. If they do get all the way off of it, I'm going to grab their leash and put them back to it. So I will start enjoying my snack. Good job, guys. Good. After I take a couple bites, they're pretty intent on me, but they're not getting up. They're not bothering me. I can get up and reward them again. And if this were a longer meal, I would give them something to occupy them, like a bully stick or an antler, something to keep them preoccupied. But since this is a pretty short snack, I'm just going to let them do their thing.
Yeah, there you go, lovely. That's it, good boy. Get that toy, get that toy. Yeah, good boy. Good. During this training session, my primary focus is teaching Tucker the down with a finger point and or verbal cue. He is at the stage that he's almost there. He is used to using that lure to get him into that down, and you can see here he's confused. He's running back to the bull to do the heel turns because we've been working on that. So it's a dog that's just trying to offer up a behavior. He just doesn't know what I'm expecting. He also tries to wrap around to the heel because we use similar hand gestures.
So he's really fixated on this because we've been doing a lot of heel turns. I'm trying to get the down. I'm not connecting the work because he doesn't know it. He's just following that lure. So we're going to work with the treat and train with this. I'm trying to add a finger point gesture. So I'm just going to build some driving motivation to begin with him by just releasing him and allowing him to get the treat and train. And then when he's offering it up a little bit better, then I will mark with that good and reward him with that food. Keen. Tucker. Good boy.
I step into his space here with my right leg because he looks like he's about to offer up the wraparound heel. The finger point looks similar to the point that we train a dog to get into the heel position from the front. So again, he's just a little bit confused. I'm going to position my body squared up in front of him. Big reward.
So he was trying to go to a wraparound heel because we do this with our hand for the wraparound. So it could be very similar to that point down. Again, I'm not putting it on cue yet. Ideally, he's just laying down without me, but I'm trying to do a little bit of a point to help him out.
This is important to note that by no means is this a competition style down. You definitely want a straight down if you are going to be competing with your dog. However, I'm sure that most of you that are watching, your dogs are just companion dogs, and you don't mind if your dog is a little bit lazy when they go in that down.
I'm going to try with my left hand as well, so that way they're not just paying attention to one finger. Tucker. Good.
It's really fun to watch these training videos because you can see the dog is really thinking and is also confused. So to us as humans, we need to take a step back sometimes in our training. Why won't Tucker go down with that left hand even though we're pointing just like we did with our right? To us, a finger is a finger. To a dog, it's completely different, just like when your dog's at a distance in front of you and beside you. As mentioned earlier, he's hip checking, as I like to call it, into that left hip, so it's a little bit more relaxed.
Now I'm going to start putting the cue with it while he's going into the position and he's following my finger. Down. Cue. And is this by no means a competition or a competitive down? You can see he's pretty just hip checked. This is a companion dog. He's not going to be doing any formal obedience, but if you want to get strict, then you're going to want a crisper down. You can utilize a bore of some sort. Keep. And him offering it up, I'm going to just reward him even though I'm not asking for it. Down. Keep. And again, for that competition down, you want them looking up to you versus looking down at the ground like he is right now. But I'm actually going to start expecting him to do it because he's starting to do it. Down. Keep. So I didn't release him until he looked up. So you can see he looked down. I'm trying to do it at a side view so you guys can see a little bit better. Down. Keep. And that's going to reinforce that focus. So when you go from learning your dog to down to adding a finger point to adding that verbal cue, they're naturally going to look to the floor because you've rewarded down there as well. Or if you're doing free shaping behaviors and your dog's laying down and you toss them some food, which is on this video, they're getting it from the floor. So keep having him look back up. That's just not what's coming first to him at this moment. And then we're going to change the position to the heel position and try the same behavior. And again, you can see that he's hip checked, he's chilling, he's hanging out. This is not a nice straight down. I'm just trying to start forming him. Good. So we'll go back to some luring. There we go. Good. King. And that's how you can straighten up your dog's positioning, is only releasing them. And that's what I'm going to do more with him. I just wanted to show you guys the process. I know not everybody cares about their dog being perfectly straight.